Unrivaled League needs Caitlin Clark, and they are preparing to offer her a massive deal.
Okay, so Angel Reese and Asia Wilson, they probably thought they were totally in on the exclusive club, right? But now, things are definitely heating up for them. What's crazy is Caitlin Clark just dropped her leaked contract for Unrivaled. And get this, Breanna Stewart was secretly putting together this absolutely massive offer for Clark.
It has just been reported today that Caitlin Clark could receive a Lionel Messi-like offer to play in Unrivaled's startup 3-on-3 league, which is a full court press to sign her.
Look, their strategy was pretty straightforward. Unrivaled didn't just quietly recruit Clark. Nope, they actually went all out to make it seem like some kind of top secret operation. They even hit her with this really strict no disclosure clause. Seriously, it was like a spy movie.
Now, this is also interesting to me because I feel like it is kind of late in the game to start recruiting Caitlin Clark. The Unrivaled League has 26 of their 30 players already.
But now, Clark's totally over the silence. She's making it super clear that everyone who is celebrating her supposed absence from Unrivaled, yeah, they were completely wrong.
Caitlin Clark is needed for this league. It should be one of their main goals is to get her to play in the league no matter what that costs, no matter what that is going to take.
Unrivaled, this bold new league, wants to completely flip the script on women's sports. That's their only goal. They're not here to play by anyone else's rules. So if you haven't heard the full story yet, let me fill you in right now.
Now they're realizing we might need Caitlin. Nafisa Collier, who is one of the founders of Unrivaled, had this to say about Caitlin Clark.
This isn't just another league. With huge names like Breanna Stewart and Nika Mule backing it, it's practically a whole movement. Imagine 3 super intense games. The whole point is to give women's basketball that primetime spotlight it hasn't seen in years. And the best part, from day one, they had one superstar in mind to make this huge splash. Caitlin Clark.
Go ahead and look. Everywhere you turn, Indiana Fever's breaking.
But when Unrivaled officially launched, the storyline took a strange turn. Everyone was so confused why the biggest rising star, Caitlin Clark, wasn't there. Social media just exploded, and sports commentators couldn't stop asking about it. You just saw endless comments in Unrivaled sections, all asking, where is Caitlin?
It's definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful, hateful comments and threats.
It's brand new. It's going to be hard to get eyeballs on it. All of these, I mean, the WNBA is in their 28th season and it's still a new league. Like, it's hard to get the kind of virality, viewership, all the things that you want right off the bat. And especially if you don't have a big name or a big draw.
I mean, seriously, you don't see a rookie pull like this every day. Plus, stadium attendance is up by 50%. So the fact that she wasn't even on the starting roster for this massive new league felt like a total slap in the face for most fans. It really seemed like Unrivaled either didn't value Clark much, or even worse, thought they could make their big debut without her.
The kind of physicality and double teams and face guards and all of those things that she was receiving on the court, but also all of the noise, all of the drama, all of the media circus surrounding her off the court, that just had to have been so much to handle.
But here's the thing, Breanna Stewart and her incredible team, they knew exactly what they were doing all along. Stewart, being one of the league's co-founders, is super good at timing big reveals. So, no, she wasn't just accidentally keeping Clark's involvement quiet. They actually wanted to keep everyone guessing, then drop the news when it would make the biggest impact. It was all about building that tension, laying the groundwork. That way, when Clark's announcement finally came, it would just hit everyone like a ton of bricks. They didn't want her overshadowing the other players too early, you know?
Should be one of the top paid players in the world just for the sheer numbers that she's bringing.
The moment those leaked details hit the news, it was like an earthquake in the sports world. Caitlin Clark was offered an insane $75 million to join Unrivaled. This deal was huge. It included a massive fixed salary, tons of endorsement deals, exclusive TV rights, and she even got a front row seat inside Unrivaled itself. The whole thing was designed to make her the official face of the league, a player ambassador marketing machine with big plans to go global.
to drive revenue so we can give the players extra income opportunities. I had to educate the players. They're like, good, 75 million divided by 144.
When all that data came out, it hit like a tidal wave. Even though the whole point was to avoid stirring things up too fast. Stewart and her team knew this contract was so massive that other players would immediately start talking about renegotiations. Some might even feel a little left out. Just for perspective, A'ja Wilson, the current WNBA MVP, makes about $230,000 a year. But Clark, her deal just screams new level like it's nobody's business.
And it was just announced recently that Unrivaled struck a television deal with TNT. Now, this exclusive media rights deal is reported to be 45 plus primetime games. TNT Sports are also invested in the league, and sources say that it's a 6-year deal that could be worth more than $100 million.
Think about it. In 2025, the WNBA averaged roughly 657,000 viewers per game, with Clark at the center of it all. So, Unrivaled's recent agreement with TNT clearly shows they're totally committed to making women's basketball a primetime sensation. We're talking about more than 45 televised games and a full-on effort to grab viewers that even the WNBA hasn't quite mastered yet. Unrivaled is betting big, but she can more than double those numbers.
The biggest issue that players have, we did a player survey and travel. The league was able to kind of take a lot of pressure off of itself.
And get this, Clark's teammates, we're talking elite WNBA players like A'ja Wilson and Angel Reese. They're feeling a bit different about this, even though fans love it. Clark's offer is way more than just a shocking amount of money. It's a really stark reminder of the huge financial gaps that still exist in the sport.
There have been so many players, coaches, media personality who have been so afraid to just admit the fact that Caitlin Clark has been the sole reason for so many of these things happening this season in the WNBA.
Angel Reese even jumped on social media to vent her frustration. She hinted that one huge contract suddenly overshadowed years and years of hard work for the sport. And honestly, you can't blame her for feeling that way. Seeing a young player come into the market with an offer that totally dwarfs what established stars make in a season, for players earning between $150,000, it's just mind-boggling. Clark's contract is more than 20 times their salary, which really shows where Unrivaled's money priorities are.
Yeah, what's the headline? It says, we're not asking to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Now, here's where it gets really thrilling. This agreement could totally supercharge women's sports, but it also has the potential to cause some serious conflict. The WNBA has fought so hard for better pay, more recognition, and more airtime. And now they're watching Clark walk into Unrivaled with a golden ticket that's far more valuable than anything they've ever seen. So it's pretty easy to see how a rookie like Clark, suddenly being in a league of her own, both financially and physically, could stir up some resentment among players who've spent years developing the game.
We didn't want to rush into it because we wanted new owners, like new ownership groups. Anyone who knows sports here knows, like, it's a slog to be a sports.
But Caitlin Clark isn't just any player, right? She's exploded into a massive star and a total commercial goldmine. And her first season with the WNBA really highlighted why the league has struggled for so long with lower attendance compared to its male counterparts.
Its overall viewership, like Nafisa said, they're changing venues just to accommodate all the fans who want to come watch Caitlin Clark play.
The Clark effect literally caused a 50% jump in arena attendance. Her games were pulling in over 1 million viewers each time, which is just unheard of in the WNBA. Fans were absolutely flocking to see her magic on the court. Clark didn't just join the league, she ignited it immediately. Her presence captivated viewers long after the buzzer sounded, and her highlights became viral videos all over the internet.
A lot of this noise came by people that were sitting on this network. They tried to minimize her, said, well, you giving her all this.
Now, let's quickly talk about merchandise. Her jersey practically flew off the shelves, setting records in NBA gear sales. Fans didn't just want to watch Clark, they wanted a piece of the phenomenon. The WNBA has been fighting so hard to get the recognition it deserves, and because of Caitlin Clark's name, her achievements, and her entire brand, she's delivering it. Clark's emergence was like a miracle gift from the basketball gods. She brought in a whole new, younger, and much bigger fan base, plus all that much-needed publicity and excitement.
But we have former NBA players playing in Big Three, right? So for Cube to come out and be like, I'm going to pay Caitlin Clark more than I pay any of these guys who used to play in the NBA. I'm going to pay Caitlin Clark more because that's the value that I see in her.
So before Unrivaled even made their offer, Clark was already on another league's radar. To put this in perspective, Ice Cube was ready to pay Clark 6 times what the top players in his Big Three league make. Those players, mostly former NBA legends, earn between $100,000 and $500,000 per season. Bringing Clark's electric energy and undeniable personality into a league known for its all-male big-name lineup was just as crucial as adding a brilliant player. Yeah, that's the league where all those former NBA players host 3-on-3 games.
Was so unapologetic with the way that he came out and said, this is who we want, this is the value that we see in her, regardless. If she can't make a game, that's totally fine. We know that it coincides with WNBA season.
With this offer, Cube wasn't just making another sports statement, he was making a huge one. He saw something in Clark that went beyond all expectations, especially in a league full of former NBA titans. He was totally ready to shake up the Big Three's traditions and make room for her, even if it meant sidelining the egos of his former superstars. Clark's game was more than just women's basketball. It was a magnet that could pull in fans from across the entire sports world, which is exactly why he wanted her broad appeal.
We have Lisa Leslie, Nancy Lieberman, like there are legends among us in the Big Three, and there are high-level former professional athletes on our courts, and he was okay putting it out there because he knew how much it could help the Big.
But this is where Clark's decision gets even more fascinating. She actually turned down Ice Cube and chose to stay in the WNBA. This really showed that she wasn't just motivated by money or a quick shot at stardom. Clark picked the WNBA because she saw it as her home, a league where she could grow professionally and help the sport expand from the inside out. Her choice really highlighted her deep commitment to her career and to the future of women's basketball as a whole.
Unrivaled would have taken that exact approach, and what it feels like to me is Caitlin Clark was an afterthought in all of this. And maybe she was, maybe she wasn't, maybe they wanted to wait until after the WNBA season.
By choosing the WNBA, Unrivaled instantly knew they were dealing with a once-in-a-generation talent, someone who was incredibly devoted, fiercely driven, and ready to put the sport first. That's when they finally came back with their $75 million mega offer. Clark set a completely new benchmark for loyalty in athletics. Money is great, of course, but for her, staying meant so much more than just a salary. This really resonated with her desire to improve women's basketball and truly contribute to its future.